shaping natural nails in the 5 most popular salon shapes. And what are those shapes? Well, for me in the salon, they were Squoval, round, oval, almond, and coffin. Now, when shaping natural nails, you'll want to make sure that you use nothing coarser than a 180 grit board file. As much as possible, use an emery board or a 200 grit nail file. Using gentle grit files will keep the natural nails from splitting. Not only do splitting nails become weak, but also cause your nail polish or gel to chip. Popular shape number 1, Squoval. I would say that over the years, the square shape has evolved. While a few may still like a straight edge and sharp corners, many do not. And this may have naturally led the way to the rise of the Squoval shape. So what is the Squoval shape? Let's start first by defining what it is not so that you know what to avoid when creating the look. The Squoval shape is not a square nail with rounded edges. That would indeed simply be a square, round nail. The Squoval nail is squared on its sidewalls and has more of a narrow tapering off into the free edge, and that edge is pronouncedly rounded. And yes, there still are corners, but they are pushed in so that in the day-to-day impact of things, it is that rounded edge or that oval edge that makes contact with the world and not the corners. This is, by the way, the strongest nail shape. Okay, so let's take a long almond nail and turn it squoval. First, let's get rid of the point and length of this nail. So to shape natural nails into a squoval shape, round off the free edge significantly, by the way, and all you have to do to keep a uniform shape is to give your file an angle. Because you are using a soft grit nail file, going back and forth occasionally will be okay, but when working on your sides, do try your best to file in one direction. You can slightly curve your file in to soften the corners a tad, but your goal is not to completely round them off. Popular shape number 2, round. So we take a look at this plastic nail tip. We'll notice that it is actually the perfect shape of round. So we're actually going to use it as a guide to create the perfect round natural nail ourselves. Ready? Let's do this. Let's start by cutting it straight. Then we're actually going to turn it squoval using everything we learned just a little while ago. The biggest change is going to be actually curving the corners we lightly feathered in our squoval shape. And then just like that, we'll end up with that beautiful rounded shape. Popular shape number 3, oval. Okay, this is for those considering a point to their nails, but still on the fence. This is my favorite shape, by the way. Use your rounded edge nail clipper to cut the sides of the natural nail. Be very diligent not to go in too deep with your file into the walls of the skin. For oval, you'll want to avoid creating a super pointy free edge. We're leaving that for our next popular shape, the almond. Now marry your sidewall corners to the free edge. Be gentle, let the file do the work for you. Go in one direction. If you do all of this, before you know it, you'll have that oval shape. Again, it is my favorite. Popular shape number 4, almond. Okay, I first got really curious of this nail on my natural nails in 2012. I really thought I wanted this point, but soon committed more to the oval shape. This one here is still super edgy though, and although it wasn't for me, it still wears beautifully on many others. You'll need to cut the sides of this nail to get the shape quicker. Before we were using rounded nail clippers, but you'll notice the curve is limiting as to how deep of a V shape or triangle we can create on this free edge. So now that we will be cutting in more, you will want to switch over to using nail nippers. They will also keep you from creating ingrowns on the side of these nails. They can be super painful. I'll link you to these nippers down in the description box below if you're interested. When creating an almond nail, you are essentially cutting the free edge into a triangle, or at least try to envision it that way in your head. From there, you simply shape up to an almond. This one is super easy. I think once the cutout is made on the natural nails free edge, you're home free. Just very, very important not to dig your file into the natural nail sidewalls, or you can risk detaching the natural nails from the nail bed, or again, digging that corner in and creating an ingrown. Popular shape number 5, coffin. For this shape on natural nails, you will definitely need some length. Too short and they are almost too strange looking. Also for this shape, you most definitely will need your nail nippers for precision. To start, square off the free edge of the natural nail, then taper the sides in. It is better to leave wider, by the way. Do not exactly cut the nails to the coffin shape, as you may accidentally cut off too much from one side. And seriously, once you've trimmed the natural nails all around like so, you're home free. Do you see the difference that using nippers and clippers makes, and how fast they get you to your final shape destination? And there you have it, the 5 popular salon shapes for natural nails. I hope you found this video super easy to follow. Just a little pro tip, the almond and coffin shapes will have to be overlaid with enough gel for them not to flex. And if you are a regular of this channel, you know that my specialty lies in soft potted gel formulas. I currently have a series running on Japanese gel systems, so make sure to check out the playlist and get caught up. Thank you so much for spending your evening with me or your day, and I'll see you next week. And don't forget to check out the description box below for any current promos or free resources we may have available for you. Bye for now.